Welcome to the FantasyFootballFirst.com podcast.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
Where we'll hang out and discuss all things fantasy football.
Go rock this thing, huh? Love you, man. Go get it.
We'll give our best fantasy advice, predictions, insights, and more.
Play our game. All right? Play hard, but stay poised. Get it done.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. The show starts with Devin, Rick, and Quinn right now.
What is up, First fans? Why am I the only one who gets to be excited?
Dude, we're
Show
just
some
trying to talk
excitement,
football, man.
some enthusiasm. These are start sits. Our start sits for you guys.
Week 2?
Week 2, baby.
This is the week 2.
Yeah,
It's true.
This is a good week. You know why?
Why?
Because it's basically preseason number 2, except for the players are actually playing.
Yeah. Wonderful to see a bunch more injuries, or if people get a little more into action.
You know, last week it's like we saw week 3 preseason, and so it's like technically this is the first starting week. We know what's going to happen.
So what's going to happen?
We don't know.
Well, alrighty then.
That's all.
I mean, Jacksonville won. We don't know anything. They wanted to win. They played
Once
to win.
again, every team wants to win.
Philadelphia lost.
It's just, can they?
Yeah,
I don't
right.
think anyone saw that coming.
Everybody did. I didn't.
Not much. That's why we play these games. It's so fun.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen. If everybody knew what was going to happen, nobody'd really watch. Right?
I mean, people watch the WWE. And they know what's going to happen.
I guess they're still getting entertained, somehow.
Yeah.
But they'd have to have a better storyline because, there's really no storyline. Anyway,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's him, man.
Going.
let's go ahead and take care of that action.
That's him. I did
Was that
mine.
me?
Yeah, you got
Beep,
buzzed,
beep.
bro. Look, I have mine.
You didn't have yours.
I did.
Fool.
I just
didn't-
moved it.
I didn't get anything on my phone.
It was his. I could feel it.
It wasn't
came from
mine.
this
Look.
side.
Well, mine was on vibrate.
It
but
was
I
mine.
I didn't get
I knew it.
Okay.
Okay, anyway. So,
Editing that.
back to our start sits. We're going to start off with quarterbacks.
Ooh.
Nice. Oh, did you want me to start that?
Yeah, go ahead and start that off first.
All right, I'll start
Win.
for it.
With our starts,
Yep.
this week I have Jared Goff.
Ooh, the start of the week, Jared
I
Goff.
started with the week, Jared Goff.
Nice.
He did not get a lot last week against
Yeah.
Dallas.
In a pretty decent matchup, too.
Yeah.
He didn't, yeah.
Yeah, pretty decent matchup. I expect to see a lot of throws this time for Goff, and I can see a very high-scoring game happening, as this is going to be back and forth. And I expect the Cooper Kupps and the Higbees to do a lot better.
That's a good prediction.
Yep.
I have that same kind of prediction in a back and forth matchup with a team they played last time.
You've got Dak.
I've got Dak. I expect him to be a big bounce back this week.
Nice.
Playing Atlanta, they
I mean,
should have
you
a
have to
lot of
start
yards.
Dak if you have him.
Assuming the referees don't
Yeah.
take away yardage from him, for no
Yeah.
good reason.
Hey,
I
man,
actually
I was
like both
there.
of those. I like both of those. I was actually thinking about those as my stardom, but I chose someone different.
All right,
Let's
we
hear
got
it.
Tom Brady.
Ah.
Brady.
Tom
TV.
Brady's really good.
Nice pick.
A lot of
Not
talented
last week.
receivers.
After a loss, he's fire.
Yeah.
Saints defense is really good. They have Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
That's
Yeah, they have Malcolm Jenkins. They were covering Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Tom Brady did not get in sync with Gronk.
Plus, they had a
at
good
all.
pass rush.
yeah.
And they were giving Tom Brady fits.
True.
Yeah, yeah.
And we saw that Derek Carr did decent against the Panthers. So
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely got a good. If Brady doesn't do it this week,
I would be worried.
give up.
Yeah,
I'd be a little worried.
I would.
yeah.
A little worried. I mean, still with the new team, new wide receivers, chemistry has to develop, but
Yeah.
this should be a good week for him.
But you can always trade him to the Tom Brady fans.
That's right. That's the good news.
All right. Let's hear a sit.
Sit. I'm going to go against probably what people would,
Okay.
and I'm going to go with Cam Newton.
Ooh, nice.
He had a pretty good game last week, but mostly via the ground. He had 2 rushing scores. He only had 155 passing yards, which is not so good. And I think traveling to Seattle, they're going to be able to bottle him up somewhat. He's not going to have all those rushing yards. He may get a touchdown still, but I don't think he's going to have 2. And if he's only throwing for 155 passing yards, look for him to have a stinker of a game.
Yeah, with my guy, a lot of people are the same thing that you said. I have Jimmy Garoppolo, and he's against the Jets. And you saw Allen destroying that team.
Jets.
You're wondering why Jimmy Garoppolo would be on the sit list,
Yeah.
but there's no Kittle, and that's a big part of his passing. No Samuel still. I just expect a lot of running this
Is
game.
Ayuk back this week? I heard. I don't know if he's back, but that might be he's a rookie, so you don't expect a lot, but he'll have that target to throw to.
Yeah, I expect them to be up with no Jameson Crowder as well.
It's gonna be a big run. Big
No
running
Jameson Crowder,
game.
no Le'Veon Bell. I expect a lot of running, and
Yes.
I expect them to be up, so I don't see a lot of passing from Jimmy G.
Okay.
Sounds pretty.
That's
pretty
pretty
reasonable.
fair.
Yeah, Devsky.
I have Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Yeah. New Orleans Saints shut Tom Brady down. A lot
Is
of
it for the
interceptions.
same reason for Tom Brady?
No, actually, no. One of the main reasons is no Henry Ruggs.
That's a big
And I think
loss.
that's going to hurt him. Also, Josh Jacobs had a beautiful game last week. I think that's going to set him up to have an okay game in the future. I think that's this week. They're going to pass a lot. Interceptions are going to happen. I'm just not trusting Derek Carr this week at all.
That's
Seems
fair.
reasonable.
That's
Yeah.
fair. But you are trusting Josh Jacobs, it sounds like.
Trust is probably a strong word.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to do bad, but I don't
He's
think
not gonna have
do-
last week's
Yeah.
game. I think we
No.
can all probably feel pretty good about saying that.
Yeah.
Unless he does. You know, the Redskins won.
I would
Yeah,
be willing to bet my life he doesn't have last week's exact game.
Take your life. No, I'm just
Exact game.
He might get a touchdown.
yeah.
All right.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So that brings us to the tight end section of this course.
Tight ends.
And let's hear your start, Mr.
Your favorite
Devin.
section, huh?
My
The tight
stardom.
end.
I like the tight ends, man.
Most people like tight ends.
Yep.
I got Jared Cook.
Hey!
Me too.
Do you really?
Jared Cook. I mean, how can you not start him?
How can you not? How can you not start Jared Cook?
If you own him, you start him.
Yeah.
That's probably hard for him to say, seeing that was our board bet.
Hey, man.
I've got Jared Cook. He's got Tyler Higbee. If you want to go look at that video, go ahead and look at it.
Hey, I'm still on board with Tyler Higbee, all right?
Nah, I think we're gonna pretty much clear it out this week because I have a pretty good feeling Jared Cook's gonna go for
Hey, I would if
300 yards.
300 yards, 3 touchdowns.
and he's gonna throw one. Listen, if we go back to that video,
Yes.
and you tell me that Michael Thomas is gonna be out, I would take Jared Cook every day of the week.
I would have still taken Higbee. I still trust Higbee.
Yeah, but I mean, Jared
Look at
Cook,
that guy, still trusting in Higbee.
I mean, this is a team that has Emmanuel Sanders as their
Yeah.
next top guy, and he's getting up there in age, and he hasn't been too good for a while.
Well, who knows? Could be someone else. Traquan Smith.
So, like I said, this is
Step
Jared
up.
Cook's game.
You know what?
yeah.
Even if those guys do step up some, I still see Jared Cook having a solid game.
Oh yeah, no, I was comparing them to Sanders.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So, Jared Cook, start him.
Jared
Yeah.
Cook. If you've got Jared Cook, start him. If he's somehow oddly on your waiver wire, go pick him up.
He won't be.
But you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on a waiver wire a couple times, but he's probably picked up if your waivers have already passed. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's hear your sit now.
Sit him is Noah Fant.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I have
We're
no
on the same
fan.
page.
Me too.
dude.
Really?
No way. What?
Yeah, no.
Just so you know, we do all of these by ourselves. We come together, put this together. We don't know what we're talking about.
Tight ends are the sticking
And
this
then
week.
bam.
Let's come in, fellas.
Wow,
with one
I
little-
can't believe you. I thought for sure I was going to pick a tight end that nobody would pick.
Pittsburgh shut down Evan Ingram last
Same
week.
Yeah,
reasoning I have.
Yeah. 7
Their
targets.
linebackers are solid.
Only got
now that doesn't
2.
mean Noah Fant isn't going to do anything, but I just don't expect him to have the kind of game he just had. And he,
Yeah.
if he catches 4 or 5 passes for 40, 50 yards,
Yeah,
I
and
could
it-
still see that, but I don't think he'll probably get the touchdown. And
I think some of those targets could go to Sutton if he comes to play
yes,
this
that's
game.
another big thing. If Sutton is playing this week, that's going to definitely deter some of those targets. But
Yep.
Yeah.
I think you play Fant with hoping that they're down a lot, so they just have to keep throwing. But
I mean, obviously,
I just
if
don't
you
see
guys don't
Fant.
have a better option, you're still going to play Fant. But if you can get a better option, say Jared Cook's on your waiver wire or something, or you got him as your second tight end,
Yeah.
boom, you're going to do that, I think, over Noah Fant. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
wow, that was the easy
That's
button.
pretty funny.
Those guys. There goes that.
That was easy.
Okay, so on to our wide receivers.
All right.
Devin, who you got?
I got Cortland Sutton.
Wow.
Wow, really?
Start of the week, Cortland Sutton, huh?
I do. Cortland Sutton went off last year for week 1. He also went off week 1 with Drew Lock, and also went off week 1 with Brandon Allen. So he's he's a
you
week
saying
1
all
type
those
of guy.
going off things, I distinctly remember you saying a bet between something going on.
Hey, this is
How
this
is this even going
this
to
is
take
the week,
place?
man.
He's this is the
This is the
only
week. That's why I took Cook.
I-
you know.
Yeah.
I put it in there. that he's going to go off a couple times.
Okay, and this is one of
Yeah.
those weeks. I hear you. I hear you.
Yep. I just
All
think
right.
he's
Cortland
going to do
Sutton.
very well this week.
It's a good choice. I have Corey Davis.
Corey Davis.
My start. As you know, there's no AJ Brown,
Yep.
No AJ Brown.
and he destroyed on Monday.
But my only thing with that, just for everybody to ponder, is AJ Brown was being covered by the number one. Of
course.
They were kind of allowing that matchup to happen.
Of course.
If he's getting covered by the number one tight end, do you trust Corey Davis to be able to do any of that?
Yes, because the number one cornerback for Jacksonville is garbage.
Okay. You heard it there
I'm just gonna say. I mean, he's probably a nice guy, but he is not good. So Corey Davis is also playing, because they declined his fifth-year option.
Yes.
He's playing for
a
his
contract.
his,
He wants to do well.
his life right now.
I mean, he did look decent last week, but they were kind of allowing that and filtering that to that area. So.
I mean, even with AJ Brown, he got a lot of targets that game.
Yeah, he
7
did.
catches and a touchdown. So pretty
All
good
right.
matchup, I believe.
All right, I hear. My start of the week is going to be Michael Gallup.
Ooh, nice.
Along with Dak, I think they're going to get targeted a lot. I think because of that so-so missed call, he's going to have an extra
mad.
little, on his shoulder, knock it off, chip on his shoulder. Of
course.
Yeah.
And I can see 100 yards and a touchdown pretty easily from him in this game.
I mean, I can see that from every wide receiver on that team.
That's true, but
That's just from last week.
Now on to our sits, wide receiver sits. Devin?
DK Metcalf.
Whoa.
DK Metcalf, me too.
Really?
Do you have him too?
I do not.
Oh, okay.
Wow, sit
Yeah.
DK Metcalf.
I mean,
Is it that Patriot D, that vaunted missing 7-starter vaunted D, 8 starters vaunted D Patriots?
I just I think that this is going to be a low-scoring game for starters.
Yeah.
I don't expect a lot, and DK Metcalf will be covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah.
And I mean, he shut down Devontae Parker. Well, I wouldn't say shut down, but he only got 8 points
Yeah.
for PPR.
But he did get injured
very
too
good
about halfway
comeback.
through. I don't even know if he played a lot in the second half.
Well, DK Metcalf is that deep threat guy, and
Yeah.
he's a
Stephon.
good
you can't
cornerback.
go against Gilmore, yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah.
It's
if you're gonna
tough.
pick a guy, as long as he's covered him, you're right. This must mean a big Tyler Lockett game.
I like Tyler Lockett this game, so we'll have to see. But I mean, anything else you want to add on Metcalf?
I mean, I have him on my team, so this kind of hurts. It was very, 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 very painful to watch DK Metcalf last week. Outside of that one catch, it hurt.
Yeah,
He dropped so many balls. It did not look good at all.
So many balls.
He was terrible.
man.
He dropped 2 balls last week.
You saw.
Yeah, but they were in his hands. Just like in his hand.
That was a different type of joke, but
Yeah,
nobody
that's-
laughed.
Oh, it's not funny. If you think that's funny, comment down below and let us know that was funny. Otherwise,
Working
we're
on
gonna
my
have
jokes,
to,
man. Working on my
move
jokes,
on from
man.
that, so.
Have you seen his images? DK Metcalf went from a beast to, taking his kid to kindergarten, as a dad.
People have to do those things.
He looks like he's 45 now.
Adulting.
He's huge. Yeah.
All right, on to football. My sit is Marvin Jones.
On to football.
On to football.
Why do you have Marvin Jones?
Well, they're playing Green Bay, which has a pretty good pass defense. And when there's no Galladay, that means Marvin Jones is going to be the number one, facing the number one corner. They're going to put a lot of coverage on him, stop him. I just don't think he's going to have a good day at all.
Well, Adam Thielen destroyed the
Yeah.
defense.
Yes.
Similar positions.
He destroyed the defense because they were down, and I expected them to
Right,
be down.
right. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just
Crazy.
I don't see it. I hope I'm wrong because I do have him and I may be forced to play him, but I'm not having a good feeling about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair.
Yeah, we all get those
We all have those days.
feelings.
This guy.
All right, on to our running backs.
Running backs.
The moments you've
Nice.
been waiting for.
Like to start us off with our start.
So is Benny Snell. James Conner's coming off of injury. I don't think he's going to get hardly any attention at all this week. I think Benny Snell's going to have a very big week, just like he did last week.
He looks pretty happy playing.
Yeah.
Looks
I don't
like
think
he'll
he's going to
have
be
fun.
the starter all year long. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to have another week.
Yeah, it's quite possible for sure.
Sure. Your start, sir.
I am going with what you were talking about before in Raheem Mostert. I think
Raheem
he goes
Mostert.
off this week. They're going to want to run a lot, keep that ball control. He looked pretty darn good. He's fast. I just don't think the Jets are going to be able to keep up with that. Plus, a little stat. He in the last 9 games he scored 13 touchdowns.
That's it.
Pretty darn good. So I
That's all right.
expect that to continue and him for to get at least 1 or maybe 2 more this week.
Yeah, it's fair. Okay.
All right.
My start is David Johnson.
DJ.
They're going against the Ravens.
Yes, that's scary.
It is scary.
Yeah.
Your balls are going on the walls right now.
They gave Chubb 6 yards per carry. And I think Chubb would have done good if they kept feeding him, but, they got down early. I believe that the defense for the Texans are better than the Browns' defense.
Yeah. You do have the Bill O'Brien factor, too, and whether he's down or not, he'll probably still keep trying to run the ball.
And unlike Chubb with the Kareem Hunt action, Duke Johnson.
The Chubb and Duke Johnson. You get both of those in David.
I saw Duke Johnson in my notes, so I said it. But yeah, Duke Johnson is questionable. I mean, he'll probably play.
Right.
They said.
Even if he does, though, he's
Even if he does,
minimal.
David Johnson is a catching back as well, so he'll get those catches for you this game. I expect David Johnson to score a touchdown.
I like that play. Yeah. Sounds reasonable.
Speaking of what you said, with my sit, I do have James Conner as my sit. I don't expect him to do what you said and totally get cut out of the team and Benny Snell playing. I do expect James Conner to play a lot.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what like this week.
Yeah, this week I expect him to play a lot this week.
Okay.
But it's going to be, just on injury. Plus, Snell got 36 yards on his first 6 carries, and James Conner got 9 on his 6 carries. 9 on his 6 carries. So we still got to see if James Conner is even good. I have James Conner on my team, don't play. But it's crazy because he's a weird running back, You don't know if he can play or if he cannot play.
Well, it's just his health. You don't know what he's dealing with injury-wise.
He always gets injured every year.
He does get injured a lot. So.
Every year.
All right.
I've got sitting Mr. Melvin Gordon.
Ooh, nice.
Broncos running back.
Nice pick.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a stud muffin that I like to refer to as in Saquon Barkley. And he went up against Pittsburgh last week and had a whopping 6 yards.
Hey, on how many carries, though?
15.
That's the guy we want.
That's terrible.
James Conner's better.
I don't think Melvin Gordon is up to Barkley's. Now, I know the offensive line, too, has a lot to do with that. But I haven't seen enough out of Denver's offensive line to say that they can manhandle anyone.
Yeah.
And so I'm not feeling
Barkley did get some PPR points for catching yards.
Yeah. And like I said, I don't think Gordon's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
But, if you got other options,
understand.
I'm sitting him this week.
Yeah, plus Gordon is that big running back, and I think that everybody agrees that Pittsburgh is probably going to be up in this one.
Yeah.
Probably so. I think it's probably going to be a closer game, at least for a while. But I think Pittsburgh's going to go up and, it might finish 23-17, something like that.
Yeah.
It's my prediction.
And none of those are Gordon touchdowns?
Likely not.
Cortland Sutton touchdowns, it sounds like.
And he could. I mean, Gordon could rush for 45 yards and a touchdown. I mean, that's not unlikely. I don't predict him having any big games. So if you need a running back with a big game, I'd look elsewhere.
Yeah. And your sit, sir?
Mine's Frank Gore.
Frank Gore! You're sitting Frank Gore! Wait a second. Was anybody going to play Frank Gore?
That's what I was
That's for
saying.
you guys.
If you had
He will be the starter. He will be. That's true. He will be the starter.
If you had Le'Veon Bell, you might have looked for him. So, if you're thinking about playing him, don't.
Well, he just has no upside. I think we all know that.
You saw what Adam Gase has never had a successful running game in his whole career as coaching.
Yeah.
I just don't see anything out of Frank Gore.
Yeah.
At all.
But he does love Frank Gore for whatever reason.
Hey, he'll get some carries, man.
One running back Adam Gase does love is Frank Gore.
He said
He does feed him.
he loved Le'Veon Bell.
Nah, that was makeup, I think.
Right
after he said, I'm going to trade you, and I don't like you, and I can't believe our general manager brought you in.
The Jets.
Then he said, I love you.
Hey, the thing is, the Jets have a rough lineup this
Sounds
week.
very political to me.
They've got Sam Darnold. They got Frank Gore.
Yeah.
Then their next best is Brashad Perriman. And then Chris Hogan.
And
then
are the Jets going to score this week? Let's
they
put
gonna
it
get a
that way.
touchdown?
Yes. Will they get a touchdown?
You can't even say it.
we're sorry, Jets fans.
How about this? If you got any Jets players, I think you should just sit them all.
Yeah, probably.
We should just put there Jet Sit of the Week. Sam Darnold, Frank.
Hey, you know what? Actually, you could probably play the Jets defense. They might get a lot of run backs after
Yeah,
San
but we haven't
Francisco
talked about
scores
it.
so much. I'm kidding. It was
All right.
a joke.
All right. So those are our start sits of the
right.
week. Let us know what you think. Comments down below, or if you have any questions of players you need to, put in, or if you're battling back and forth against two, let us know in the comments below. We'll be happy to comment and help you out. If you like this video, please click on the like. If you want to hear more,
It's just funny. If you like this video, click on the like.
if you like it, click. See, that's called repetition. They do that in certain things so that you're like,
know,
like,
you're
and
just-
then boom. Oh, I like. Shh.
You know football, you just don't know how to.
You just said like again. See, he knows what's going on
That's
here.
how you get them to like it,
All right. Anyway, like this video, share this video, subscribe to this video, click on the notifications to this video. And there you
And
go.
remember,
Don't get old like
don't
me.
get old.
With old comes knowledge. So
Like
you got to
Aaron
take
Rodgers?
that into, Aaron Rodgers style.
No, get old like Aaron Rodgers, especially last week.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that was hot.
thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks so
always
much.
Remember,
To finish
first.
first.
Thank you for listening to the FantasyFootballFirst.com podcast.
Jackson throws complete. Crabtree has it for a touchdown.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Get more fantasy info and check us out at FantasyFootballFirst.com.